said before, but now what I'm doing is like very just brief like level guide here in Nioh. Clearly this is super important, right? So I want to compare this thing. We're gonna go through the Song of Spirit I have right now and compare it like how much more worth it is. So now I have the water shark on me, which you can start with in the game. That one gets 100 life points if you get one spirit. You can clearly see now that the game is updating actually from based on my spirit I have currently on me, right? So we saw 10 key, also had a fire dog or cat, there's fire dog, yeah, Cheyenne thingy. And that gives you 10 key then, it's a lot of 110 health. So you get 10 life because you get one more spirit, which is the base thing for spirit, I guess. And then you get some magic power right, which I personally is not using because I'm a ninjutsu player, right? I'm a ninja. I'm not a samurai. My Abdin is more of a ninja, right? So I'm not really interested in the magic power. But 100 life points for one level point, that is actually really, really massive. Because if you compare it then, 110 points, it's 100, that was 10, you know, that's 100. Create the body, which body is giving you more max life. As you see, I have very low body because I'm quite a quick, you know, agile kind of character, right? So I'm not really based so much on body and stamina. I just avoid stuff. Yeah, hopefully. That's 35 life points compared to 110, but I guess 100 is the more actual value. 100, right? That's huge, 3 times as much. And some Goddess Spirit Bond, which actually always works for you because you get, you know, stronger boost when you use the spirit. Also you have some Yokai Realm Protection, which also is good on those stages, and like when you summon that thing. Always good as well. The magic power that I would say is useless for me, but if you're playing like a strength based character more, so you're actually using them, you know, you actually have more spot for magic, then that is good as well, right? But yeah, like this is clearly tremendously much better than body. And so if you change this again then, so sorry for the the earth one, is that one like let's give you recurrence, and then actually that's also on your body, so it's like 1% of that, but you know, you quickly check that again. You can see down here to the bottom right, you have versus poison, versus paralyzation, and if you actually level up your body more, I have 1 now, yeah, 1. If you level up your body more, you get, you know, more of that, right? You also get some from like stamina, I think, and sometimes strength, but yeah, I'm very low on that. But so like if you, yeah, so you can see as well, like that's 25 if you get for the it's called the bull instead. But it is something shown there, right? So if you compare yourself for this to other ones, then that's 20% more chance to get items. Like weapon items or more weapons, not actually items, I guess. 15% more gold for 1 point. So not more gold, not that good, well. And here of course we have, well, that's 7 though, but most of them are like 1 point, some are 6 points. So I think that if anything you're actually gonna, if you read one guide about Nioh, the most very simple thing you can do, and not regarding like the gameplay, but just like looking at how to level, I would say put your first, I would say, this is definitely by faction, I would say, put your first point in spirit. Because that's a huge margin you're getting from, so 100 life points you have to find, let's take most place off with. And if you have, I started snake, if you have this one, which I think it's probably the most common one, I mean, the fire one, then you have 10 more key, so I'm using right now. If you look at it again then, you have 10 more key, 10 more life points, the basic thing, right? And 10 more key compared to, it's about 3 times as good as getting 1 spirit here. If you look at 1 heart, that's 2 more key. That's 5 times. It's 5 times better for me right now to get 1 more spirit to get more key than actually getting the key stat, right? Because the key stat here is heart, and that's 2 key. And it best gives you 3 key. Sometimes you get 3, sometimes you get 1 key. If you look at it, I have leveled it 4 times, and I only have 8 key from that. So it's about 2 key each time, at average, but sometimes you get 3 key for it. So the spirit, you get 10 key, right? I mean, I think it's very, very clear. It's a little more complicated than all the stuff I thought about. These things here are a little more like some drop rate and gold earned. There's a little more, you know, like, is that better or not? But I would say, from my experience at least, that 20%, you know, item worth, that's a lot. So if you look at armor then, quickly look at armor instead. You can see here, for example, that so armor gives you more drop rate. Sometimes. If I have a, here we are. 20% drop rate, same thing here. That's an epic armor. So, you know, from, it's pretty good armor actually, right? That's 50%. And like level 1 in the game, you want to have that thing, right? 5% drop rate and so on. So that's 20% is a huge thing. You need some epic thing for that. And, you know, clearly that is great, right? And also it's very short then. Why I don't level as much body when I'm here anyway? Because I have so much stuff for this stuff. Power peel, poison peel, persistent peel. So I actually can just go immune to... I can just go immune, right? To those poison and persistent things. Because I'm a dexterity master. So that's kind of, you know, reducing your even more. So you get the body and stamina and so on. It's kind of, you know, not really worthwhile. But yeah, anyway then. So I'm gonna level my key now. Because, as I mentioned then, if one thing I would say you can note from the game's method of it, or like outside of the game, not the actual gameplay, but how to level and so on, is that 1 point in spirit is tremendously high value. And that's why I would call this, you know, why I'm calling this the shortest and most obvious guide to Nioh. Get 1 point in spirit, and you want to probably get 10 points. I'm going to get it to myself right now, but we get 1 point in spirit. And now I have, you know, a lot more value. Right? It's a lot more key. So anyway, let's continue.